Yo, Jay, what you say?
This group right here, all around, is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Down. Montiel is going to go straight ahead. Got a receiver caught, touchdown. They're back by him. What a Houdini act. Marzano, she breaks another tackle. They've got one ready to beat. Rolls to her left, has time, throws on the run to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Pittsburgh TD.
The athletes, they're the backbone of this whole league. And they're just amazing people. They've got amazing stories.
Barrett in the pattern, they're looking for her. Able to bring that one in, Brianna Barrett. My goodness.
I never thought I'd be here. I feel like the best things in life are things that come to you unexpected. So it's been a great journey for me.
I know this is where I'm supposed to be.
Caught touchdown, Jana Meister.
Essentially, it's true of breaking barriers, right?
She could go all the way, and she does. Touchdown.
We're shattering the glass ceiling.
Great pass up in the air. Touchdown.
All of the women role models that we look up to are all women who did things that were not expected.
They realize they're pioneers. They realize that the trail that they leave is going to be a path that a young girl can follow.
It gives you hope. They believe in themselves, I believe in them, and Franco believed in all of us, so it just goes with the territory.
One team!
And as we can see, the future of technology is with us. You might be thinking, Doc, this is truly amazing. And we got.
Hey, is the projector ready? Come on, time for a team meeting.
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight.
That's something.
The click, the shift, the boom, and you're there. The mess becomes a map, and you call it art, or science, or code, because now you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
Recovery is everything. That's why these DNA Vibe jazz bands are being gifted to everyone in the WFA. That's right. Thanks to the NFIM and the SHINE program, every athlete in the Women's Football Alliance will be gifted the ultimate game changer for their recovery.
This patented technology targets recovery at the cellular level so that we can maintain our peak performance. And if it can handle our hits, imagine what it can do for you.
Yo, Jay, what you say?
This group right here all around is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Canton, Ohio, welcome to the WFA Flag National Championship game. As this morning, from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, it's the very best in women's pro flag. The Philadelphia Phantoms take on the Tampa Bay Inferno with the $10,000 check on the line. Good morning, everybody. Alongside Brian Sweeney, Matt Fargo with you. Happy to have you along in the final game of a great weekend of women's football. We have crowned 2 champions in both Division I and Division II, and we've also seen some great all-star play in both the All-America game and World Bowls. And now, Brian, a chance to crown our final champion of the weekend in the flag title game.
And what a great way to end the weekend here, as you stated. Friday night, Baltimore Nighthawks claimed their first ever national title. Yesterday afternoon, the Minnesota Vixen obtained their first ever national title. D2 All-American game, great. World game last night. The pros really handed it to the world. But a great way to end the weekend here for the Women's Football Alliance Championship weekend with this flag matchup. And as you stated, one of these teams is going to split a $10,000 purse when this is over.
That's the fun part about this Flag National Championship. And looking at where and how we got here, these teams started playing back on Thursday throughout a tournament all week long. And how did they get it after the round-robin play? Tampa actually earned the number 1 seed overall. They ended up taking down Music City in the first round earlier this morning at 9 a.m. in the quarterfinals, and then they beat the DC Divas. The Divas beat the Pittsburgh Passion in a game where these two teams just can't avoid each other when it comes down to the postseason, and DC gets the best of Pittsburgh as the rivalry just continues there. But Tampa ends up getting the best of DC to advance to the title game. On the other side of the bracket, you have the Philly Phantoms. They earned a wild card ranking, the number 3rd seed overall. They take down the Cali War in the quarterfinals, and then end up taking down the Lansing Legacy, who beat the Minnesota Vixen in the quarterfinals. That's how we get to Philly and Tampa.
And I find it a little bit crazy that you have Minnesota and Pittsburgh, both that might have stayed out a little bit too late last night. Not quite ready. They had the buys to get into today's games here. They didn't have to play in any of the preliminary rounds for the flag matchup. But coin toss happening on the field, and we'll go over some rules and everything shortly.
Yeah, this should be a fun opportunity. We mentioned Pittsburgh. They won the first championship a season ago, and now it's also nice to see, 2 teams in, I think getting a chance to see Tampa earlier this year in the tackle version of the WFA. They were one of the best one-loss teams I have ever seen, and they had a gauntlet of a tackle schedule, but they have some of the very best players in the WFA, and who I always enjoy watching is one of their wide receivers, Meg Joyce, one of the all-time greats in the WFA.
Oh, Tampa this season, as you stated, Matt, had such a tough schedule, and the games that they lost were so close. They were in it with Minnesota. They were in it with Pittsburgh. The games that they were in it to the end. I mean, the scores might not necessarily reflect that, but Tampa's one of those teams that if they make a few adjustments here or there, we're going to see them playing for a national title within just a few years.
Susie Cole is the 3rd member of our broadcast crew. She's been working hard all weekend long, and we check downstairs with her. Good morning, Suze.
Matt and Brian. Listen, we got to give a shout out to League President Terry Smith. This guy has been here all weekend long. Even before this game, he does it all, setting up the cones to make sure that we have the perfect shot on camera here today. But Terry telling me this is going to be a fun matchup, but man, does he have his money on Tampa Bay right now. He said their speed, their athleticism, it's incredible. They have not just built a tackle team, but a very successful flag team as well. Matt?
Thanks, Suze. Philly will start with the football, and they will go from the shotgun formation. A quarterback keeper, Maya Johnson, the Philadelphia Phantoms quarterback, goes to the right side and picks up about 5 to the NFL or the typical 35-yard line. Of course, obviously, we're playing shortened field. Ball still, midfield still at the 50-yard line, but the end zone's represented, that goal line, by the 25-yard lines as that pass is completed.
And of course, it's always fun, the long hair covering up the numbers. It looks like that was Jaleesa Flagger there that caught that pass that time for Philly.
So it's third down and mid. That's what allows you to have the first down here in the WFA Flag Championship. Stepping up and taking off with it, a nice open field flagpole, if you will, as slicing in Hannah Cratchit.
And Hannah with a great dive there to yank that flag off the quarterback and brings up a quick fourth down. You look at the replay here. She just cuts and she dives right here at the last minute, reaches out with that right hand, almost gets the shorts as well, but does a great job pulling that flag clean and bringing them to fourth down.
Fourth down, and they only needed a yard to get that fresh set, but Tampa denies pass breakup and allows the turnover on downs, and it will be Tampa football for the first time. Of course, we have two running clock 20-minute halves in this title game, and now Tampa gets to touch the football for the first time.
Yeah, 2 running minute, 20-minute halves, as you stated, about a 5-minute halftime in between. The action moves quick. You do have separate offense and defense for most of the players, and the action keeps going from start to finish.
Tampa's first touch of the football completes out to the near sideline. Dally Ricketts on the reception for the Inferno.
Great job by Ricketts there, staying open. Passes right at her number. She's able to pick up a few yards. Again, as you stated, the midfield is where they need to get a fresh set of downs, no matter where you start.
Candace Brady, the quarterback for the Inferno, looking to run with the football and trying to slice through there, but a quick flag pull for a minimal gain. Oh, it's going to set up a third down and long here for the Inferno, sitting back at the 33-yard line, and they'll still need the 50.
Great way to end this weekend, as we stated. Hall of Fame Village for those, right here at Canton, Ohio. Pro Football Hall of Fame across the field from us.
Brady gets the snap on third down, throws over the middle, almost a one-handed catch, but it falls incomplete, and it will be fourth down. That one almost a trick shot catch there by Neek Comas.
Good coverage by Philly's Naj Haynes as well there, number 97 for the Phantoms. Good coverage there if you look at the replay here. Good high pass. And Haynes was just in the area enough. I don't know if the receiver couldn't see it coming or not, but good job preventing Comis from taking that ball in.
Snap to Brady on fourth down. They go to the double pass. Going to let it fly deep down the field. Got a receiver. It's caught, and she'll go into the end zone for the touchdown. Tiffany Bria goes all the way. She went all the way to the NFL end zone to make sure it was good measure, and Tampa's on the board first. What a pitch and catch to put the Inferno on top here early.
And Bria, as you stated, she does a great job creating separation between herself and the defenders. And once she had that ball, I think she was ready to run out on the Highway 77 there past the end zone.
It seemed like it. Double pass for the Inferno here, the A-Nation instant replay.
Great turning around, taking a couple steps backwards, making sure that you're going to pull that ball in. Successful touchdown for the Inferno.
Soraya Tai on that pass. Here is the conversion. Brady rolls. And it is No, it's caught. All that white made me assume that Tampa hadn't caught the football, but that is not the case. It's a successful conversion for the Inferno, and they lead it with now under 15 minutes to play in the first. It's 7-0 Tampa Bay.
Great job by Tampa on their possession. They're coming out, going for the jugular right away, just airing that ball out instead of a quick little slant or anything like that. Good to see that in this kind of game.
Well, you have two options. You have to go for it on fourth down, or you have the option to relinquish possession and hand the ball over. Why wouldn't you go for gold here in this championship game? Philly back with it, in some trouble, and pulled down with a flag down as Johnson is.
Yeah, Bria. Don't know if they're going to say she was a little, or might have been that block there. It's hard to say what it is.
I think there was contact on the defensive side of things. You know, that's a big part of the flag rules, a sport that has expanded so much throughout the last few years. It's really bursted onto the scene in every way. WFA flag, no exception to that, as Johnson completes her pass out into the middle of the field to a 14 who we do not have on our roster.
Now she spins around. We'll try to get her last name here. And
Williams again on a rollout. We're going to take off and run with it and try to spin away, and she does. Gets the first down as she's into Tampa territory. You know, the biggest part of this, Brian, is how can you move your hips and try to avoid those flags from being pulled, and she does a great job of that here.
yeah, and ultimately it was Gamble that gets the flag removed there towards the end, but great job by Johnson, escaping not one, not two, but 3 tackles before she finally got pulled. And going to pick up a first down as well.
Yep, fresh set of downs. It's now 1st and goal for Philly, and they complete this one out to Flagger, and Flagger is inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Philly needed a response, and they're set up in good position right now with a 2nd down and goal.
Ricketts with the stop there that time for the Inferno. Johnson's having a great game on this drive.
Maya Johnson back to pass with pressure and a sack. Tampa brings the heat, and they come away with the sack.
That was Hannah Cradgett from the Inferno on the sack there that time. Look at the replay here. The defender's nowhere in front. Just gets into that backfield, yanks that ribbon down before Johnson can escape.
Under 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Johnson sets and throws into the end zone. Got a receiver open into the end zone for the touchdown. Philadelphia on the board. Jai Ali on the reception. An extra point away from tying things here in the first half.
Great job by Johnson there. She eludes the defenders, puts the ball up, and you have a wide open Jai Ali just waiting for the ball. Easy step into the end zone to get them within 1 before the point after a try.
They'll go for 1. Johnson double clutches, rolls, pressured, and pulled. Cradgett came in again for Tampa. Boy, she has the speed to accompany Johnson there, trying to, it seems like a part of the Philly game is to get Johnson out in space and make things happen on her own. And Cradgett's not allowed her to do that. And on the flagpole, it will be a 1-point advantage still for Tampa.
Yeah, Cradgett really quick at getting behind the lines and all over the field doing everything she can defensively as we look at another replay there, the touchdown just prior by Jai Ali.
Tampa back to work, leading 7-6. Coming up on our halfway point of the first half. Brady tosses far side, and is she going to go down the far sideline and score, or are they going to blow this dead?
There is a marker on the field back at the 35-yard line. I think that's why none of the players chased after. It's a little warm down there on the field, 77 current temperature outside, not including the field heat.
It's Tori McCarthy. That
illegal procedure. Defense. That penalty declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
There it is. It's going to count. That's why you play till the whistle. McCarthy takes it the distance for Tampa, and the Inferno expand the lead here in the first half.
So just an error by Philly that time, as you stated, not playing to the whistle. They all saw the flag and they stopped. They assumed that the penalty was going to be on Tampa, so they quit the chase, and Tampa's able to double up their score.
Yeah, McCarthy handing it off there to Drea Gamble, and Gamble getting into the end zone for the touchdown, and now the conversion, a beautiful pass on the money for the conversion to Dally Ricketts. Ricketts hauls in the pass, and the conversion is good. Another look at the touchdown and a little hook and lateral action.
Yeah, you can see the flag come in right after the lateral, but as any good tight end, as any good receiver, as any good running back will do, you play, you run that ball out, because worst case scenario, you walk back. This case, it puts 6 points on the board.
Now Philly finds themselves down 14-6. Now under 10 minutes to go in this first half as Johnson starts back out with it, takes off around the right side. And Ricketts again on the flagpole. The second down at mid. Brian, you were talking about this Hall of Fame Village, and I think what's been fun for us at the WFA is we've seen it build up and change over the last handful of years. Water park being built just out front of us, making it a destination all year round. It's a really cool place to come and obviously experience football and its history, but also there's a lot of things to do here in Canton outside of the Hall of Fame, so something you got to add to your bucket list.
Oh, yeah, wineries, chocolate tours, everything in this area.
Johnson winds up and throws a jump ball that is incomplete. An attempt there for Philadelphia. Ella Quince almost had a shot at reeling that one in, and then it was almost nearly intercepted.
Johnson really showing just how good her arm is. That ball is up a beautiful arch over all the defenders, and Quince just has it slip through her hands. A little bit of coverage there coming in by Ricketts, whose name we've mentioned a lot.
Another flag pull again right on cue. She makes another tackle of Johnson, and Susie Cole has more on the defender that's been disrupting everything for Tampa.
Disrupting everything for Tampa is right. Hannah Graggett, if there is not a screen on a play, she is going after that quarterback for Philadelphia immediately. The last two plays you can see Philly throwing up a screen. The one time she couldn't get to Johnson in the backfield, but on that last one she does what she's been doing all game long. Graggett just unstoppable in the backfield. Matt?
Thanks, Susie. Yeah, turnover on downs after her last flag pull. They go back to the double pass. It's completed again to Gamble, and they go right back to the well after they scored a touchdown on it. They said, why not? We're going to go back to it.
Same play, and this just shows what happens when you wait till the whistle. This time Philly was able to stop her. Last time she went all the way.
Second down for Tampa. 6:30 to go here in the first half. They go back to the screen out to Brady. Brady in space. Little stop and go move here to the near sideline. And, you know, you love to see the innovation from the play calling to get the quarterback out in space like that.
I mean, this is like when I used to coach middle school soccer. The old give and go is exactly what they were doing here on this play. I'm going to pass to you, you're going to pass it back to me, and I'm going to go down the field with the ball.
Brady goes back to the screen pass. It's caught and weaving her way, trying to shift the hits towards the goal line, and she is about 2 yards shy of the end zone. Dally Ricketts juking and jiving her way for a second and goal here for Tampa.
Tampa is just pulling every possible trick play they can for us here this first half. And you look here, right here, she's got a defender coming at her, and this is where you said she just kind of swings those hips, turns that whole body, and almost got through.
Brady Ricketts stretches and loses the flag before she could do anything with it. They'll bring up 3rd down at goal here for Tampa. Candace Brady operates again here for Tampa. They go right back to the screen pass. They throw it back to Brady. Brady throws it into the back of the end zone, and she is out of bounds. Incomplete. Comas, the intended receiver on that one, and it might be a little bit more challenging to know where the back of the end zone is. It's just represented by the pylons, and I think that might have been the case here.
Yeah, great job. Comas, you can see she's just past that 15-yard marker there, looking at the NFL sidelines and the stripes, but just outside of it. Great play, great catch. Just has to watch those feet.
It's not that big a deal, just if you're communicating.
Yeah. Is yours Craggett?
It's Crot. He's been pronouncing it right.
Okay. Wait, how is it?
Crot.
Rolling right. Throwing into the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. Tampa expands the lead. Nick Comas on the reception. Another look on the 8 Nation instant replay.
Yeah, great cross-field passes. The receivers coming to the same direction there. Pulls it in. Tampa increases their lead even more, 20-6 before they go for the point after.
Brady for this point after touchdown. Back to pass. Throwing corner of the end zone, caught for the conversion by Dally Ricketts. So it makes it 21-6 Tampa Bay. Inferno extend a 2-possession ball game now. Coming up on just 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, the final game of our WFA weekend. I'm Matt Farg alongside Brian Sweeney and Susie Cool. Alex Westhead's also hanging out with us up here in the booth. Johnson takes off with it off the right side, and a flag is down as Philadelphia begins another drive.
Illegal screen, offense. Penalty is half the distance to goal. First down.
You know, I'm watching Tampa play here, Matt, and they're playing a smart, clean game so far. Friday, I had the opportunity to watch a lot of these flag games over behind the Tom Benson Stadium here where they were practicing. And Tampa, when they were out there, of all the teams, to me looked like they were having the most fun, and that is being shown today in this championship game.
Johnson's pass is completed. Myra Betha and that will take us to the 2 minutes.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning here.
So Matt, we've already touched on how the field is shorter, the field is narrower, but the other thing, too, if people are paying attention, is you only have 7 players for each team out on the field as opposed to a full game, which would be 11 when it's full contact.
Johnson, again, cannot get away. Anna Crott, an impressive outing for her as she comes in to make another flag pull on Johnson, and she has just been the difference maker for Tampa to this point.
Yeah, Crott is really fun to watch in this game today. And I mean, look at the smile on her face. She knows that she's balling out.
Johnson rolls again. Crotch chasing her from behind, and this time Johnson does escape a bit to the 40-yard line. It will be 4th down coming up.
First charge timeout, Philadelphia.
And Philly takes a timeout with a minute 20 to go here in the first half, knowing they need a first down here. Got to draw something up. And this is maybe the where you go to. You have the route tree. That's where receivers at the youth level begin, and that's really at its core what flag football and where the success comes from teams is how well your receivers can run routes and how the quarterback can read defenses.
Yeah, I mean, my football experience as a player with 3rd and 4th grade only, knocked unconscious first practice of 4th grade, and never played again after that, according to Mom. So never learned to run routes, but you can look down there and, you watch that receiver, they run, 5 steps forward, 2 steps to the left, and they got to hit that post. A lot of times the quarterback's going to throw the ball there whether or not you're there, and your job is to get into that position. And you really see that in flag, especially with the way these young athletes are darting around and getting to those corners of the end zone like we saw a little bit earlier for Tampa. And then, of course, those sideline hustles.
Feel like everybody feels better now having known your football experience.
3rd and 4th grade. Back before participation trophies.
Oh, boy. Let that one go. Johnson on 3rd down is, according to the sticks, incomplete. A flag is down. Johnson ended up on her backside, and Crack wants to complain to the official, and I don't think he's listening to it, but I have a feeling the flag's on her.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 2, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, and there could have almost been another penalty on that play as well, as from Philly, number 15, Ella Quince, she was kind of shoved down as well, so she got up a little bit slow and holding her left arm.
Johnson again takes off with it. Gets chased down by Tiffany Bria. It'll be 2nd down and goal now after the automatic first down off the penalty. Back to pass. Johnson throws, completed, broke 2 and couldn't break the last one she needed.
That was Erica Dabney there that time.
2nd charge timeout, Philadelphia.
Philly burns their final timeout. You only get 2 with you in each half in flag. Another look here on the 8 Nation instant replay.
You can see that pass got out just in time. Johnson was able to get rid of it because once again, Crott was right there to pull her flag. And if there's a defensive MVP of flag, I know where my vote's going.
And out of this timeout, Philadelphia, this is a big drive here, Brian. Waning moments of this first half, down to the trying to trim this deficit that is still 2 scores. As Johnson looks here, Crott chasing her, and another pull for her. Hannah coming in. I don't know that I've seen such a defensive performance in a flag football game to this point than from Hannah Crott.
I mean, I don't know if they keep stats, but
interception here as Johnson gets the ball taken away. Kay Natrice on the INT for Tampa.
This is the end of the first half.
And that will take us to the end of the first half. Just a 5-minute halftime, so don't even get up for popcorn. Run to the bathroom if you must, but we'll check downstairs with Susie Cool.
Thanks so much, Matt. I'm here with the coach, the quarterback, Candace Red Brady from the Tampa Bay Inferno. I got it for you there, girl. Candace, what is that like, having to be the coach, but then also take off that coaching hat and then go out there and be the QB?
It's very stressful because all of them are my friends, but we've been playing a long time, so I would say I'm not solely the coach. We really all work together. Like, if you see something, tell me what you guys like, and we run it. So it's a really unique group, and they're amazing women for sure to play with.
And a unique opportunity that you have. You all play together on the Tampa Bay Inferno and tackle team as well. So how are those skills transferable to the flag game?
Yeah, I mean, the route combos are pretty much the same. Obviously, we were a little bit more dynamic in the flag situation where we can run. I can run. I don't have big girls chasing me. So just makes it a little bit more dynamic. And, we get some trick plays, pitching. That's something that's abnormal in the tackle game. So it's really nice to come out here to be able to pitch the ball to somebody else.
Thanks so much, Candace.
Yeah, thank you.
Matt?
Susie, thank you so much. And she said that she takes the coaching hat off, but she leaves it on. Even during the game, she wears that coaching hat.
It's sunny down there.
Halftime here at Tom Benson Stadium in the WFA Flag National Championship. Tampa Bay leads Philly 21-6. Come back with us for the second half.
And as we can see, the future of technology is with us. You might be thinking, Doc, this is truly amazing. And we got
Hey, is the projector ready? Come on, time for a team meeting.
We are back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame and Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. Back alongside Brian Sweeney. I'm Matt Fargo. Susie Cool's down to the sidelines. First half highlights. Tampa loved the bag of tricks in the first half, Brian.
Oh, definitely, as they open up the scoring early on here with a beautiful pass to Kayna Treese as she finds her way down. And Johnson comes back, answers almost immediately with a great pass of her own. This one run in by Ja Ali, and at that point it was 6-7 as Philly missed the extra point attempt. And then on kind of a mistake here by Philly, they didn't realize that the penalty was going to be on them, but Tampa kept playing to the whistle, gets in for the touchdown, and from there Tampa just decided, okay, we're going to keep doing this, as it's another pass and another completion, which leads to another touchdown. And on the defensive side of the ball, Tampa had it there too with a great interception to end the half. That one picked off by Kayna Treese herself. And you and I talked about it all first half. Hannah Crott is all over the field pulling those flags.
Yeah, I think that's been the most impressive part of this game. As much as Tampa and their bag of tricks has been fun to watch, it has been Crott and what she's disrupting in the backfield. Johnson has no room to breathe. And as a quarterback, we were just talking about quarterbacks dissecting the defense in the game of flag football. Where are they at? Where are the defenders at? And she has no time to think about it because Crott is in her kitchen as soon as the ball snapped.
I mean, Hall of Famer, in there right now. Jared Allen is who she reminds me of, the way that Jared Allen used to get back behind that offensive line and go after those quarterbacks.
That's the flag version of it here at halftime. We will come back with the second half between the Tampa Bay Inferno and the Philadelphia Phantoms WFA Flag National Championship, live from Canton, Ohio.
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight.
That's something.
the click, the shift, the boom. And you're there. The mess becomes a map. And you call it art, or science, or code. Because now, you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
Those who train, train hard. Very few recover right. Training breaks your body before it builds it. DNA Vibe. Regenerative wearables use a patented combination of light therapy and vibration designed to support circulation, recovery, and overall wellness. Because real regeneration doesn't just help you bounce back, it helps you come back stronger. DNA Vibe. Regeneration activated.
The Hall of Fame Village is the place for all your entertainment needs. A destination to eat, shop, play, and stay. We have it all. Make your plans to visit and be a part of the excitement in Canton, Ohio. Visit hofvillage.com today.
Canton, Ohio, birthplace of the NFL, welcomes fans from all over the world. Relive history in our Pro Football Hall of Fame, or explore Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, host of the annual Pro Football Hall of Fame enshrinement ceremony. Visit Canton, Ohio, a Hall of Fame city.
WFA Flag National Championship in Canton, Ohio. $10,000 on the line in our title game between the ladies from Tampa and the ladies from Philly. 21-6 at the break as we get ready for the second half of football. Another 20 minutes on the clock. And bad news for Philly, Brian. Tampa starts with the football to begin this second half.
Not what they needed right now. Not what they needed at all.
Let's go down to Susie, who has an update from Philadelphia's side.
Thanks, Matt. I'm actually here with Coach Starr. And Coach Starr, you were there with your team going over plays, talking about the trick plays that Tampa is throwing. How do you counterbalance those this half?
We just got to stay disciplined in our zone and make sure we pulling flags and make sure that we don't let anything get behind us. We see they're a very good, disciplined team. That we just started. This is our first flag game. These are our first flag games, our first flag tournament ever, and we know we're going up against somebody that does this. This is what they do. So we just got to make sure we stay disciplined and play our game.
Thanks so much, Coach. Matt?
Dolly Ricketts on that reception, and, a good point from Starr there is, Philly first year playing flag, and Tampa's had a flag team established for some time now. So testament to Philly to even get into the championship and run the gauntlet here. And now they know what they need to establish to even stay with a team like the Inferno.
Yeah, 14 teams started this tournament, and to be one of the final two, especially in your first year of playing flag, is a great testament to the work that Philly has done.
Tried to go with a receiver there, was trying to flip it back. She was going to get her progress stopped with the flagpole and just tried to lateral it back as the flag was being pulled. The officials caught that one. It's 3rd down and 1. Need the 50 to get a fresh set of downs here for Candace Brady in this Tampa Bay Inferno offense. They go tight formation now with 2 receivers right up against the center. And they go that way and complete that pass for the first down. That's what Tampa was eyeing, was making sure you get the fresh set of downs. And I think that's probably one of my favorite parts of the flag game is how you work on, are you trying to get the first down or are you trying to go for the big play and get the score?
Well, a great pass across the seam there for Gamble. And Gamble, already ran one back for a touchdown, almost had a second one where she was standing on the edge of the goal line. Just a great tall receiver able to pull those balls down.
The head coach and quarterback, Candace Brady, with that coaching-esque hat on. I'd be afraid that it was going to fall off every time I go back to pass. She steps up here, throws over the middle. It's completed. Tori McCarthy hauls in the catch. For the Inferno. It'll be 2nd down and goal for Tampa now. Brady. Over the middle this time. Holden, did she get her feet down? She did for the Tampa and touchdown. The Inferno expand the lead, and this time it's Dolly Ricketts hauling in the TD pass from Brady.
And you look at that arm. Ricketts you saw her look down. She, they call it that tiptoe there when you're right on the edge of that line there, and she gets both feet in, steps out after the fact, but once again, Tampa increasing their lead over Philly.
It wasn't all that long ago there was a quarterback in Tampa named Brady.
I think he has partial ownership in a team now out west.
Yes. Well, Candace is doing her best Brady impersonation right now, trying to lead Tampa to a title. Throwing back corner of the end zone, tipped up into the air and incomplete, so the conversion fails. Another look at the catch and throw from Brady to Ricketts and getting those feet down in the back of the end zone. That's good at any level. Those were 2 feet. As there's 15 minutes here to go, and it's 27-6, and Tampa trying to leave no doubt here in this title game this time around, as Johnson and Philly try to mount a comeback, and this would be a long way to doing so as Ella Quince makes the reception.
Yeah, she's going to be about 3 yards short of picking up the first down this time, Matt, but definitely the way Philly's been moving the ball lately, should be able to pick this up.
Second down mid, Johnson will run with it, get the first down, and try to go to the far boundary and avoid a couple others. And Crott may have originally was fooled, but Johnson getting the best out of her on that quarterback designed run as Flagger made the flag pull this time. First down and goal, Philly. Johnson to throw it at the goal line. Stop and go by separation. It takes the long way to get in, but she gets into the end zone. I don't think she knew how close she was. Philly is back on the board as it is a touchdown for 14.
And that was Yerger with the touchdown.
Yes.
Great work by our camera crew. That was a number that was not on our roster. So great job by them picking up the back of that jersey as we take a second look at her up in the air, pulls it back down, runs parallel with the goal line before she gets in.
How about this catch on the near side for the conversion? Quince climbs the ladder and tight ropes the end zone for the conversion. 27-13, Tampa leads Philly.
Yeah, again, going back to Yerger's touchdown there, just a great job running parallel. You see you have a hole, and you just keep going north to south on that field here. We're going to look at the conversion attempt afterwards, and Quince up in the air just puts those arms high up, pulls that ball down, and gets the all-important conversion for Philly.
Conducting traffic now as Brady goes back to work for Tampa. She'll sling it behind the line of scrimmage. Double pass here for Tampa one more time. Going deep down the side, and it is caught. Comes completes it to Anstanzi.
And you look at this double pass. This ball goes pretty much the length of the field. And Antasi's just right there to pull it in.
And that makes it first down and goal for Tampa, as they will be at the 30, knocking on the door of expanding this lead one more time for Tampa. Another double pass. Looking, got a wide open receiver, back corner of the end zone, caught for the touchdown. Tampa scores again, and it's Dolly Ricketts one more time.
This time the pass game from Camise. She takes that original one from Brady. Brady throws it over to Camise. She drops back, throws it again across the field. Tampa just using the entire field to put their plays together and increase their lead today.
This Tampa offense has been impressive here this morning. Extra point here for Tampa to make it 34. Brady got the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play there. Getting the pause on the football by Ja Ali. It will be Tampa 33, Philly 13, coming up on 10 minutes, halfway gone here in the second half. And let's check back downstairs. Susie Cole has a special guest with her.
Oh, thanks so much, Matt. Terry, how are you doing here today? It's the WFA Championships for flag football. I mean, you've been here all weekend putting in work. How special has this weekend been to you?
Oh, it's been fantastic. You just keep elevating every year, so it just keeps getting better and better all the time. And you've been here all week, too. You guys have done every game, so it's been phenomenal to see you here, and we really appreciate it.
You've been talking about this Tampa Bay Inferno team all day long. What are your thoughts on them?
They're just so athletic. I mean, they come from all over, you know, and Hannah there, number 2, rushes the quarterback. She's from Alaska, and they're so fast and so athletic. Philadelphia is a great team, very well coached, and they do a lot of really nice plays, but it's just so hard to match up with the athleticism of Tampa Bay.
And you mentioned Hannah being all the way from Alaska, but let's talk a little bit about that World game last night. How incredible to see those ladies all across the world playing in that game against the All-Pros last night.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. And they came out, as we talked about yesterday, with the flags and really proud of representing their countries. But then, you know, but they're so appreciative. And it was amazing at the end whenever the two teams came together and they were cheering for each other and, you know, and being together for the photographs. And it's a kind of thing that 50 years from now, those women will still be friends, you know, and so it's between the international and the Americans. So it was amazing experience, really.
They were out there celebrating a long time. I thought they were going to be out there until this morning, to be honest with you. But if you could sum up this weekend in one word, what would it be?
I think it's just elevation. You know, I think that, you know, Minnesota really took it to a level, you know, and they're just so well coached, and Pittsburgh's so well coached too. But I just think that both teams, just the elevation every year keeps getting better and better and better. And we see that in women's sports all across the country, whether it's WNBA, NWSL, and I think it's happening here with the WFA also. So it's just amazing to see the progression that's happening year after year. And I was so proud of everyone and just love being here to watch it.
Elevation happening because of you, Terry Smith, the president of the WFA. Matt, Brian?
Thanks, Susie. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, this league continues to grow, Brian, both in the tackle side of things and in the flag world. And we know, as well as really anyone watching the WFA week in and week out, of where this league has come from and still has to go.
Oh, definitely, especially you look at the tackle side. We have 11 teams at the pro level this year, and it was probably the closest to parity that we have seen in women's tackle football in over a decade. WFA, of course, started back in 2009, and here they are in 2026 playing their 6th straight championship weekend. Where football is king, you know. I mean, your football is queen in this instance here for these athletes. But to come here year after year and watch the growth of the sport, and now to see the flag system starting to come up as well, is just so spectacular.
Philly matriculating downfield while we were talking with Terry Smith, and now Johnson tries to find her way towards the goal line and caught another flag pull for her. And, you know, we've been talking about how impressed we've been with Hannah. Terry was equally as impressed.
Yes, he was. I mean, once again, every time she's out on that field, she is putting it out on the line. Her body just stretches out, reaching for that flag. Not one of those players to make sure that she's on top of the offensive player before she reaches for that flag. She dives each time.
Johnson throws to the end zone. It is caught. Did she get the feet down? Waiting for a signal. Yes, she did. Touchdown, Philly. And the Phantom strike again, Eloquence on the reception.
Yep, and she...
That's as close as it gets. Great view there from our camera squad. Been doing a great job all weekend long. JRM Video bringing you the sights and sounds of all 5 WFA games this weekend here from Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium.
Well, between the pylon cams, the drones, everything else they've got going on, I mean, the shots that they were able to put together this weekend are second to none.
Go extra point now for Philly. Johnson throws back of the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. So it will be 33-19, 6-0. We'll call it an even 6 minutes to go here in the second half. And we were talking about JRM and the video production gang. Look at these hardworking men and women that have done the gauntlet. They have participated in every game in some way, shape, or form. And great weather this time around this year here at Canton, Ohio. But the hardworking folks at JRM bringing you the best view and the best seat in the house for all of these WFA games. And starts at the top. Jake Mislivchik, the brains behind the operation, and what the preparation that goes into a weekend like this, putting 5 games on. So many of them are on regional and national networks, and then, of course, the national championship on ESPN. They do a great job.
Yeah.
Brady will move 2 yards, 3 yards on that quarterback keeper there.
Had a little bit of talk with Jake here pregame today, and that the cameraman that they showed down on the field there with the handheld, the things that he's been doing this weekend, following the players out onto the field, running down the sidelines with the players, that's just phenomenal. And I mean, even our tight and wide shot cameramen here, they're just doing a great job as well, whether they're in the end zone, whether they're on the sidelines, whether they're in the truck. Everything about this weekend from production standpoint, in my opinion, has just been 100% perfect.
Brady, another double pass. Way ahead all day long. They flipped it back out to Brady. Brady flips it back and throws it out of bounds. That could have been as tricky as you get. But it goes incomplete, and it will be now 3rd down at mid for Tampa.
Yeah, you look at, once again, Tampa pulling the tricks. Look at behind the back flip. That's something you see in the WNBA. You don't see that in football.
I was just going to say, it brings me back to my Globetrotter days.
I forgot you did that for a while.
Cue up sweet Georgia Brown. Brady back. Going to let it fly deep down the field. It's a jump ball, almost like the old jackpot games, that's intercepted by Philadelphia. Myra Bretha on the interception.
Camise there throws that interception. We'll take a second look at it here. Going high. Just a jump ball. She was there with 2 offensive players just standing in the middle of them, and she was able to jump down, Bethia was, and pull that for the interception for Philly.
Johnson on the run, gets away from Crott for once. Scrambled just shy of the line to gain. As the clock winds under 3 minutes here in regulation, Tampa trying to hold on. Johnson completes Spathé on the reception. First down for Philly and a timeout, Philadelphia.
Bethea with Icebox on the back of her jersey. So I'm pretty sure if it's printed on the jersey, we can say it a la Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, that's a good point. Although he changed it legally, didn't he?
I think so. But I like Icebox. That's a good name.
Timeout here, and as the WFA 2026 season, Brian, has 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in it. What a 2026 season it was. You talked about the parity and the WFA Pro that we saw this season. We saw I feel like the leveling up of the Division II level this year, the removal of Division III, no more Division III, and some of those teams moving up into classification. Just really a memorable year, and certainly memorable for a lot of you folks from Minnesota and the Vixen claiming their first ever WFA title.
Yeah, I've spent 12 years with the Minnesota Vixens, my 9th year with the league. And, this is the first year that I can remember where at the end of the season, there's not a single undefeated
Right here, all around, is football. We're all football players. Y'all are football players, okay?
Down. Contiello's going to go straight ahead. Got a receiver caught touchdown. They're back by him. What a catch. Houdiniac. Sideline. She breaks another tackle. There's got one ready to be.
And as we can see, the future of technology is with us. You might be thinking, Doc, this is truly amazing. And we got.
Hey, is the projector ready? Come on, time for a team meeting.
You know the moments, the feeling in your feet, the rhythm of ambition, that extra, that aha, that sight. That's something. The click, the shift, the boom, and you're there. The mess becomes a map, and you call it art, or science, or code, because now you know the way forward. For all the moments that drive you, there's edX. Fuel your ambition with thousands of job-relevant courses and programs at edX.org.
Yo, Jay, what you say?
Yeah, Ricketts there almost picks Johnson's pass off here. Johnson's throwing it in, manages to ball to the ground, but Tampa's going to take over on downs. And
Recovery is everything. That's why Bee's DNA Vibe jazz bands are being gifted to everyone in the WFA. That's right. Thanks to the NFL.
No, but because it's a running clock, so We go downstairs to Susie Cole with our player of the game.
Thanks so much, Matt. Hannah, you pulled flag after flag today. Does it ever get old at any point?
No, never gets old. Never gets old. I will give that quarterback. She was shifty. Oh